the powermen have come. And that boom that's along there is actually a saw. It was just sawing the branches off. And they're going to do one up the driveway for us here too. And do one up there. Alright. Good morning everyone. We've just had a big surprise with the electricity people come here and they've done this extra job for us. There was some branches over touching our power lines just here. So they've come up with their hand saws and on the big long poles and that, and taken all the branches off. You can see the little hunting dog is checking it all out. I'll clean that up later. And yeah, the wires were the branches were touching the power lines and causing a bit of havoc with our lights and stuff. So anyway, but they're down there. You see where they cut that big limb off that was blocking us from getting out of our driveway with the caravan and that. So we'll go down and have a look at that in a minute. It's a good thing that they've done it. Beautiful. Right, back again. The boys have come along and their big boom with the saw attached right to the end. And they've taken a lot of the stuff with the chipper, but I said I'll clean the rest of it up because they like, which has made it all nice and tidy. And a few little bits for firewood. But there we can get through now, bring our caravan through. They've taken stuff up top up there as well, right around. So there's that big leaner. There's that big one that's fallen down behind it, just laying down there next to it. So I've got some cutting to do back there, and I've got a little bit of firewood to clean up here. Not much. I'll just put the stuff in the paddock just here, in the paddock, and I'll just burn it off later on. They've done an excellent job, and they went up and done that little piece I showed you just previously at the chook pen. Cut it so that it's off the power lines, and it was actually interfering with the power every now and again. It was started to flicker of a night time when it was windy. So no, it's really good. They've done a great job. They didn't have to do the one above the chook pen either. Great blokes. Anyway, there we go. We've finally got that little bit cut. We can get our van out now. Cheers everyone. Right, I'm back again with some cackling chooks that just laid an egg. I just got my little 170 out. Give it a try. I've just put a brand new chain on it and I haven't used it as yet. So focus up. Yeah, brand new chain. So I've just started it a minute ago, and I'll just cut up these branches a tiny bit smaller before I go and attack the stuff down the main driveway down there. So don't worry about the music in the background. The old rooster's rejoicing with the hens. So yeah, brand new chain on the little MS-170 that I bought a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, I'll get back to you. There we go. That section's all just cleared, and in the back of the old trailer. Another job done. Now I've just got to go up the driveway and finish off up there. Right, everyone, I'm down at the leaning tree. This big thing. I'm about to cut up a few of these pieces in the 3 and 4, and maybe 5 or 6 bits in that one. It's longer than I thought. It's underneath the leaves. 4 pieces out of that one or more. 3 out of that one. 5 or so out of that one, just all small blocks. Another 3 or 4 out of that one. That one already looks ready. Nicely cut. And then I'll cut these in the smaller sections, these small limbs. I'll cut them up and I can put them just over here out of the way until I can come and grab another day. There's a few just in there anyway, just to tidy up. So yeah, all good. I've already got this stuff on top there. But anyway, yep, I'll cut these up and look at much better. Much better. We can get the van out now. Right, we're finally getting there. Got a bit more branch. I've got another piece here to cut up. Got those from over the other side of the fence. And we've got a trailer load. Looking good. Good afternoon everyone. Truck back here, up here to empty this trailer load of wood, branches and offcuts that we took down from the driveway down there. Yesterday the electricity company come and they took another little bit of tree down above our chook pen too. So we loaded this one up yesterday afternoon and might unload it now on top of this fire where some of these other branches have come down. So bear with us and we'll get this unloaded. Unfortunately it'll take too long to show you unloading it, so I'll just do a progressive video on it. Okay, back soon. Right, back again. A bit short-breathed, but I'm back again. There we go. I just emptied the old trailer out. Last stick. And man, I only had one branch there that had found fallen over and amongst my split piles and that there, but there you go. That's quite a bit of few branches and that, and there's some heavier stuff in there too that I cut up with a chainsaw yesterday. But there's a lot in there, heavier stuff, and I've thrown a lot of the bottom of the trailer on top of that there. Right, that's that job done. Trailer's empty. Now I'm going to put all this wood here that I've split previously, which is, it doesn't look much, but it's probably a trailer load there, almost anyway. Yeah, put a little bit in the bottom, cover it up. I'll well, that one stayed up for the last couple of days and it's pretty windy. Anyway, I'll start putting these in the trailer and I can take them over to where the pallets are. Right, I've backed her up, so I'll start throwing some of these on. Oh, the size of these, that big. There, mightn't look a lot, but they are big and heavy. This one's even bigger. That should do for a good overnight winter's burn. But that bark, look at that, the bark is still wet. It's the thing that kills all my chains and that. So what I've just done is I've just ordered myself a tungsten tip chain to deal with some of this dirty wood. Anyway, I'll get back to you when I've loaded a fair bit of this. Right, there we go, guys. There's another, that pile there. Just about filled the trailer except for a couple of little spots. All nice, beautiful wood, and some of these are big blocks. I could hardly lift some of them. Anyway, it's all good stuff. Oh, all good stuff. Right at the front there, I've got to pull it back, so there's some big, really big blocks in there, like that one there, and that one there, and there's quite a few all underneath as well. Right, just got to rake this bit up, but I'm going to split these a couple more times. So I'll put them over by the wood splitter just here, and I'll get stuck in them shortly. But I'll take these other ones over to the pallets, and then I have to go. Yesterday, there you can see the timber on the road down there, right down there on our driveway. So I've got to go down and pick up all that stuff down there. Maybe today. See how I'm going. Cheers. Rightio. I'm back at it again. I've just emptied that trailer load up top of all that split wood and the other stuff. So now I'm down here at the front gate. I've cut these branches off. The boys done them yesterday, and I've cut these little pieces up, so I'll load the trailer up, and I can take them up top either this afternoon or tomorrow. Alright, back again. There we go, 75 pieces I've just picked up out of there. So there it is, 75. I got a little bit loaded, a half a trailer load. I'll put that up the back, good for Barbie wood if someone wants it. All done. Driveway's cleared up. Cheers. Right, I've just arrived back up top with my load. So far today I've picked up all that wood from over there next to the wood splitter, and I've stacked that back pallet there up a bit more, put a few more pieces in there, thrown a lot on the ground of course, and I've started off another pallet. So pallet number 5, sorry, and 6. I've got a few rounds, and that just the round stuff. I've got all the bark and that off. You can see that's all bark back there. That's all the dry bits there. I'll start stacking all that up. So it's a work in progress, as they say. But yeah, I've got some beautiful pieces. These are all huge pieces, and they'll do for a good all-night burn. Oh, there's a nice round bit there too I can throw in. Sorry about the straining. Anyway, done. That's me done for the day. Time for a nice cup of tea, cup of coffee, or a beverage of some descript. Cheers everyone.